Welcome to the Daddy Marinina Show. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. We got Indecent Monkey with us today.
Indifferent.
Indifferent Monkey. Indecent, Indifferent.
Well, it's the
Get
same
the name
thing.
right.
Right?
Pippa, PP, I don't know.
Yes, no, Indifferent Monkey. And we are so proud to have them on our show again.
I know it's. We can't believe we're back after a week ago
I know.
already.
Well, you guys are doing something right.
We must be.
Either that or we are,
Well, let's call it even Stevens, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So y'all had another song come out last week, right?
No, we've got a song we're working on,
Oh.
and it will be out in hopefully. It's very difficult to say exactly what day because I'm still mixing it, but it's called Human Diamond, and it's a real banger, man. It's going to be
Yeah,
amazing.
it's a good one.
Yeah.
We were supposed to film the music video for it today, but unfortunately I'm quite ill, so we had to postpone, but we'll get it done soon, hopefully.
Well, we hope you get better and start
Yeah.
feeling better.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah, we were gonna. Well, I'm not gonna give any spoilers away, but we were gonna do. It's lo-fi, but lo-fi makes you creative, so that's good.
Yeah, definitely.
And you said it's lo-fi.
Well, I meant the video,
Mm-hmm.
as in, we're not a video production company. We just use iPhones,
Ah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
well, a lot of people are doing amazing videos with just iPhones because iPhones have very sophisticated cameras.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no, we've had amazing results from. I mean, I guess you've looked at some of our videos, have you? I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
They're all
Yeah,
done
they
on,
look great.
I mean, do you remember the naked white noise that's done in the supermarket? Did you
Yep.
see that one? That was all done on the iPhone.
You can't beat it. I mean, it looks almost like a professional camera.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's done.
Well, it is.
But it's not the camera; it's the person behind the camera.
Is that what it is?
We're seeing through your eyes.
Oh, now come on! Don't pat yourself on the back too much, everybody.
I'm not. I'm patting my daughter because she did it.
Yeah, she
Oh,
did, to be fair.
really?
Hey, are you guys in the chat room?
Yeah.
You can say hi to everybody that came in. The Manta Ray and Rebel.
Oh, Manta Ray. Yeah, I've got to give them a shout out, but I'll do that in a bit.
Corin keeps on trying to call in, just to let you
But-
know.
Is that what
I've
that
got
is?
to find the
That
chat room.
is.
Where's the chat room? Hang on, here. Let me just click something. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, why don't we start out with kind of recapping what happened last week and give us a little update. Like how many
Well-
songs do you have coming out? And
Well, there's only so much you can do in a week.
yeah, right. You're not Superman after all.
We do work hard, but we haven't finished an album yet in a week. But we had. I'll tell you what was really good because don't forget, Indifferent Monkey in its current form with Pippa
Mhm.
only started releasing in September, so like 4 months ago, basically.
Right.
And in that time, we've had amazing stuff happen in just 4 months. Just like we were saying last time, we've been chosen to be on the Billy Talent Notebook, which is a new VR game coming out.
A video game, which
And
is really
that's gonna be
exciting.
huge. They're coming to the UK to play, actually. I need to try and get to meet them or something.
Right.
But yeah, that's the biggest thing that's happened in 4 months. But we've also been played on our main BBC, like the national sort of
Like
radio. Like,
station.
so we've been on a thing called BBC Introducing quite a few times now, and they've been lauding what we're doing with one song especially called Cokehead.
Mhm.
So we had a rehearsal, didn't we, Pips, the other day?
Yeah, we had our first rehearsal for live gigs and stuff, just for me to get used to using the microphone and using the without the vocals on the songs and stuff.
And how's it
And it went
going?
really well.
Oh,
It went really
great.
well, didn't it, Joe?
Yeah, and I jumped on the bass, and it was hours of playing, and you know, we've got some big ideas about live stuff. So because we feel like we can do. We're not just going to be a band that just rocks up and plays a few tunes. We want to make it an experience. So we're working on that kind of.
You've always said, haven't you, Joe? Like you want to put on a show. Do you know what I mean? We want to put on a show as our live performances.
Yes.
Something that's really exciting.
Yeah, we don't just want to turn up in cardigans and jeans and play our stuff.
You want some pageantry.
Yeah, I think it needs to come back, you know, because bands of people still get up on. I've been to a few bands lately, and they just get up and it's almost nonchalant how they play, you know. And I think, oh, this is so boring to me. I want to see people doing like stage diving and jumping and you know.
Oh yeah.
So for those who don't know, what is trip hip hop?
Trip hop.
Trip
not
hop.
Trip hip hop. So sorry for correcting you, but it's.
Oh no, that's perfect. Thank you.
It's well, trip hop itself. People will know trip hop, especially in the UK. And you guys know Massive Attack. Surely they've made it in America. But Massive, do you know Massive Attack at all? It's okay if you don't. But,
I don't.
Well, have you ever heard of the artist Banksy by any chance? He's world famous.
Yes, I do. Yes.
Well, he's made it better than his music then. Well, Massive Attack, please, if anybody's out there listening in America, just Google Massive Attack and get your head blown apart. They're one of the most exciting pieces of music you'll ever hear, as in innovative stuff, at least, yeah. And they are, to use their name, massive in the UK. And
yeah, I'll have to check them out.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, because and another one related to that is called Tricky. He's an amazing artist, and he's related to Massive Attack in some respects. He played with Beyonce once, which is quite funny actually, but if you knew the background. But yeah, Massive Attack came out in the 90s, and it was from a town, or rather a city in the UK called Bristol, where you had like bands like Portishead. You might have heard of them. I don't know. Massive Attack, More Chiba. That's this type of music, and it was called the Bristol Sound, and it was a new. It was almost like a new kind of music. It was very free, very really eclectic, using rock, using jazz, using pop, mixing everything together and making such cool music. You could almost call it the rebirth of cool.
Right.
I like that. I might have to use that. The rebirth of cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we're doing the rebirth of cool now. I think with what we're doing, because it's like I would then say what we're doing is called new trip hop, because this is going back to the 90s trip hop, and we're using that eclectic mix of different genres of music in our music. So
I think that's something that I really love about our music, is it is so different, because people always ask me when I tell them about our band, oh, what type of music is it, what genre is it, all kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I find it quite difficult to explain because it's such a mix of genres, do you know what I mean? And it is so individual.
Absolutely.
Which is something I really love about it.
Just tell them it's just your own sound. You know, Queen had their own sound.
Because I was a massive fan of trip hop, and I feel what we're doing is a kind of post trip hop. Really, it's not trip hop like back in the 90s. It's more like a now feel to it, and but it's using the same sort of ingredients, if that makes any sense. So it's not saying we're rock, it's not saying we're pop, it's not saying we're punk. It's all of those things combined. Sometimes you hear a bit of punk even, or a bit of rock, or a bit of soul, or R&B, or whatever. You know, it's a real mishmash of styles of music that, in the end, you either, because people have to label things, and that's what makes it difficult, because like Pippa just said, it's difficult to say what we do because it's Indifferent Monkey, and you know, sometimes when we add ourselves to, or when I'm putting the singles out, you always have to go, what do you sound like in these platforms to do?
Yeah, what genre?
Which one do I choose, you know?
Well, I tell you what, Joel, why don't you choose one of your songs right now, and you can, tell everybody about it, and we'll play it.
Well, can I pick any one of the three that you've got?
Yes.
Let's start with Cokehead, because that's so on that feel of trip hop.
All right.
And it's got that sort of cool vibe to it. And I've had so much feedback on this song from so many amazing people. It is anyway. This is Cokehead, and it's just laid back but heavy. I don't know what else.
I agree. I agree. That's good definition.
All right, everybody. It's Cokehead by Indifferent Monkey. Indifferent Monkey, Cokehead. Welcome back to the Daddy Murr and Nina show on STL Hits.
Well done, Daddy. You got the name of the band right and the song. That was it.
Hey, I told Nina a few weeks ago we're gonna have to make a contest out of if people count how many times I mess up a word, any word. It's usually a name.
Hey, mate, no worries. I mess up all the time. No worries.
Well, we're gonna give out free T-shirts.
Yeah, not off my website, you're not.
So you guys, tell me, where can we buy your music? Where are you guys at?
We're everywhere, man. The usual. I mean, if you just do @Indifferent M on Twitter, that's where we are, as well as Facebook, everything. But if you go to Amazing Radio,
Okay.
we're on there, and you can buy the music via Amazing Radio. I think that's where we're selling it at the moment. But you can also go to daisyrecords.com, and you can even buy hoodies and all sorts with Indifferent Monkey.
T-shirts and everything. Yeah, we've got
that's
merch.
awesome. Yeah, merch is where it's at.
What was that website again where you can get your merch at?
Actually, I need to spell it because people won't get it otherwise. It's Daisy with a Z, so it's DAZY records.com, all one word, Daisy with a Z, DAZY records.com, and then you can listen to our music on there, and you can buy our hoodies and T-shirts and all sorts of stuff.
For the
We've actually sold one, so we're on our way, you know.
Well, you might as well retire now.
Hey, by the way, I'd just like to do a little shout out for you guys, because if it wasn't for guys like you, the under the radar music for not just our band, for lots of bands would never get out there. And you've got the mainstream stuff that's regurgitated over and over and over, whether it's the Rolling Stones or Ed Sheeran or whatever. But you're giving a voice to the unknown, the unheard, which is fantastic. So I'd just like to say that.
Years ago, that's exactly what I strived to do. I was with a different radio station years ago, okay?
Yeah.
And I interviewed independent artists and people, new authors and new actors and actresses and people from Broadway and stuff like that. And that's just been my passion, to be able to get you guys heard.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's fantastic, and it's so important because we've got at the moment, and like I said, we only started in September releasing, but I think we've got something like 30 radio stations like yourselves that are really behind us.
That's
that
awesome.
Are mostly internet stations like yourselves, but apart from the BBC, which I'll shout out again, and KCRW, I think they're called, that are a big station in LA that have played us. But apart from that, they're all small stations like you guys, and without you guys, we wouldn't be getting anywhere. So we're
really
doesn't
great.
matter how many listeners you've got. There could be 10, there could be 1,000. It doesn't matter. It's just so cool that you support unheard of bands. So at that point, can I just give a shout out to a few people that I think are cool?
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead.
Right, I'm going to start with the Space Sharks. I've known these guys. I met these guys through online stuff, like you just posting and talking, and then
putting our music out there. And,
Mm-hmm.
And I heard this band called the Space Sharks that are in America, so they're your neck of the woods, so to speak.
You said the Space Shots?
Space
The
Sharks.
Space Sharks. And
Okay.
they've got so many. I think they've been around a while, but they are so good.
They have some really cool music.
Yeah, I think they started following us a couple days ago.
Yeah,
Twitter.
they're not even. Well, they are and they aren't. They're not my kind. They are my kind of music. They're totally my kind of music. But music has its place, doesn't it? So the Space Sharks to me are like. They kind of remind me of Morphine, if you remember that band.
That
Morphine,
sounds familiar.
Morphine were a cool band, but back in the 90s. But the Space Sharks, I mean, like during the summer, we threw a few barbecues, and having the Space Sharks on in the background is like that kind of band where you crack a beer up and you go, yeah, that's good in the background, And they've got a great track called Some Fantastic. That's one to look out for. But they've got loads of great tracks and they're great recordings. And I'd love to see them live and jump around to them. They're fantastic.
Well,
Some fantastic.
Joel, if you know all these people, have them submit their stuff to us. Submit at stlhits.com.
One of the main guys is called Lon, and he's a gorgeous guy. And I definitely tell him to submit some stuff. Then let's cross the pond and come back to where we are. As a band they only discovered about 2 or 3 days ago, and they're called Mantra Ray. Mantra Ray.
They're in the chat room.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, because we only met a few days ago, and they have a cool track called Time's Time, and that's kind of dirty rock. I mean, it's dirty lo-fi produced rock, but kind of music you feel like you want to shower after you've heard it, but
in a good way.
and I love that. And then going back over the pond, back to you guys, there's a American trip hop band that we got to meet online, and they're really, oh my God, without swearing, they're like F word good, man. And they're called, they're called Dark Side of Light. And
I like that
the song to look out for Dark Side of Light is Pull My Strings. It's such a good track, and the video is amazing, and they're really cool. And so there's 3 new bands that people might not have heard of. Dark Side of Light are doing really well. They've got like 300,000 people following the videos, But the other 2, Space Sharks, definitely need listening to, and Mantra Ray. Everybody. I could name a load more,
He says he's definitely lo-fi.
But I like to think that, we're not just about Indifferent Monkey. We were all on the same boat. We're all trying to get our music out there. So if I can call out a few of them, that's good.
Hey, and that's basically behind the name, right? You said that you named the band Indifferent Monkey about that.
Yeah, Indifferent Monkey is the name of the band is, well, for me, it as I mentioned last week, for me, it's a little bit about what we are as human beings. We are a little bit indifferent to things around us, like our planet that we all worry about, and you see it on the news all the time. And
sure.
We're worried about politics and who's in power and how they abuse their power. And we're all a little bit, so sometimes we're a little bit head in the sand and let them just do all these things. And for me, I don't understand that.
Right. That happens a lot, head in the sand.
Species that I could call indifferent. So we're like indifferent monkeys.
Right.
I love the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can take from a name what you want, like I think I mentioned last week, who would have thought a band would be called The Police? I would have, if I was down the pub with a few guys, in fact, I did that once, and I put an advert out in a newspaper. This is very cynical, by the way.
Maybe there was another band called The Crooks.
Yeah.
I think there was.
Was there?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm just making stuff up.
All musicians want to do something, or they don't. Sometimes they get scared if it goes a bit bigger and they do a runner. But I tried to put an advert in a local newspaper, to say like, musicians wanted for a band, meeting every Tuesday night in a pub, talking about how big we're going to be. Time wasters only.
Right.
Well, you'd be surprised how many big bands got started that way.
Yeah, but I just thought it'd be funny. We just meet once instead of rehearsing and going through all the hard work and making music. We just meet once a week, talk about how big we're going to be, what the album cover's going to be like, and then just all go home.
Oh, that's the fun part.
Well, you got to have a pint or two, right?
Yeah, time wasters only.
Well, you're listening to the Daddy Murr and Nina show, and we're talking with Joe and Pippa from Indifferent Monkey, and they are based in the UK. So we are
Awesome.
Yeah.
Mantra Ray are based in Wales, by the way, which is the only downside to that band, you know, if you're based in Wales. Sorry, guys.
Well, Mantra, if submit your music. Submit at stlhits.com. We'll take a listen. But this is about Indifferent Monkey today.
Yes.
Oh, Mantra did say that you guys are great to have on here because with Joe on here, there's no dead air.
I said that to Joe the other day. I said it's easy when we do interviews because he just talks and talks. I don't really have to do much.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's
No, I
brilliant.
can't shut up. I do apologise. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, not at all. It makes the show easy.
Yeah, well, I'm doing your job for you then. Aren't I?
Oh, that's right.
Absolutely. Hey, we get paid less for this than you do for your music.
No, that isn't possible. That isn't possible.
But hopefully one day we'll all get paid, right?
Right.
Yeah, hopefully, mate.
That's the aim. That's the aim.
And that's the point of this. We were so glad. We love to, as you were talking before, introduce new people and get the music out there and get you guys heard.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what's amazing about what you do, guys. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, you want to play another song?
Yeah, you guys want to play another song?
Absolutely.
All right. Which one do you want this time?
I don't know. It's up to Pippa this time.
That's
should we go
Pippa,
for-
not PP.
Yeah.
Get my name right this time. Yeah.
Pippa, yeah.
Let's go for Naked White Noise.
Naked White Noise by Indifferent Monkey. Here we go. Naked White Noise by Indifferent Monkey.
That's the one.
I think that's my favorite. I love
Me and
that
Joe
beat.
I
we had a lot of fun rehearsing that one the
That's
other
going to
day.
be on the, Billy Talent. They're huge out where you guys are, I think.
Mhm.
What day? What with that song? I could definitely see it like in a movie scene in a dance club with a lot of ecstasy going on.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't take drugs, kids. Don't listen to Daddy.
That's correct.
I didn't say take them. I just said I'd seen it in a movie scene. The background music while everybody's dancing with the lights and the disco ball.
Absolutely. That's what we were saying earlier about we want to make a show of it when we do gigs, not just stand up there and do it.
Absolutely.
But that song's going to be on the Billy Talent Notebook, which is a VR game coming out in about February and March. And that's huge.
What's that VR game going to be available on? Do you know?
It's going to be on everything, Xbox, everything.
So as long as you have the VR glasses, you can watch it or
No,
play.
I think you're going to be able to play the game even without VR. It's, as far as I understand it, it's kind of like you can be in the band as a sort of character and play in the band, which is quite cool.
That's very cool.
So we're really, really amazed that we've been picked for that with Naked White Noise, and
That's crazy.
that they're coming over to the UK this year to tour, and it's just huge. I mean, they've got millions of followers,
Oh my gosh.
So that might and hopefully raise our profile massively when that comes out.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's going to be Naked White Noise. So, form an orderly queue for autographs.
I'm so excited for you guys because I'm sure, once that comes out, your name will be out there.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's a good case in point, really, because, like we said earlier, we've only just started releasing, and we're already on this thing it's coming out of LA, and it's like, how has that happened in 4 months?
Right.
And it's amazing. So I don't know what's going to become of it, but it seems exciting. And these guys have got, like, if you look at Billy Talent on on YouTube got like 9 million views to their tracks and stuff. So it's going to be pretty big, and we're really proud to be on it. And it we'll see what happens. We'll just see what happens. But it's a good start.
Well, we're happy for you guys. I mean, we are.
It's a really good start from like our little studio in Morecambe where nobody's heard of, and we're been picked to be on like a world release of a video game. It's like, what, in 4 months? What's happening?
We were literally saying the other day how like even a year ago we hadn't even started recording together, and now we're doing all this. It's literally mental.
Kind of makes your head spin a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. It's really it's really humbling at this point. Who knows where it'll go? It might go nowhere, but we're really excited about stuff at the moment. And our next single, which I'm going to say again, Human Diamond, is a real banger, and I've got high hopes for that. I just love that track, but that's me personally. So
well, I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to hear it. We'll have it finished in 2 or 3 weeks, I think. These things take time. When you hear a song on the radio or you watch a band and you just go, oh, they're good, or they're all right, or whatever. People don't realize the hours and hours that's been put into it, And we were talking earlier about you guys with money, you're putting your passion into it, and it's you could almost never pay you back for the time you've put into it.
Absolutely.
But you kind of don't care because you do it because you love to do it,
Yes.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. And so if things, you see these guys like selling their back catalogs for like nearly £1 billion, and you think, oh my God, that's crazy. It's like there's so many bands out there that just would be happy to make 100K out of what they do,
Mm-hmm.
And it's not so it's unfair. I mean, these guys probably deserve it,
Well, you guys are getting enough coverage that you're going to make 100K off of some of these songs.
Well,
50 cents at a time.
It'd be nice if we do. Nice if we don't. Who cares?
Yeah, no, you guys are doing really good though.
Thank you.
You're really working it hard. You're getting it out there, and that's what a lot of these young artists, and they think that if they make a song and it gets played or they have it on iTunes, then they're gonna make it. That's not necessarily the case.
That's exactly true. It's a lot more work than that.
You've got to promote yourself 24/7.
Yeah, I've got a daytime job. I run my own little business that just about gets me by with my kids and my family, and I'm happy that way. But I've always made music, and I just love doing it. I can't stop doing it. So my wife's like, like a golf widow. She's a recording studio widow, bless her.
Right.
And she's so good. She's called Lucy, and she supports me a million miles down the road, and she's so proud of what I do.
That makes a difference.
Yeah, but it's like being on a free train that doesn't have brakes. I can't stop doing it.
Yeah.
We were saying before as well how Joe's daughter Daisy, she films a lot of our music videos for us, and on the new track Human Diamonds, I think it's both of your kids' voices are on it as well.
Yeah,
so Joe, you get a whole family involved, really.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's a chorus in it called it's basically we are all special, we are all human diamonds, and it makes the idea is that we are all important, whoever we are, and whatever mistakes we make, it doesn't matter. You can always do better. You can always make your life better. And it doesn't matter if you're a billionaire or you're poor or whatever. We're all human diamonds. So I got my kids to sing like a bit like a Pink Floyd The Wall, like with the kids singing.
Oh, awesome.
So I got my kids and my friends' kids singing it in the studio. So wait until you hear it. It's amazing, and it's beautiful as well.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I can't wait to hear it.
Right, and I love that message.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, talking about accents earlier, you said you like my accent.
I love it.
Yeah, my accent's a bit weird, really, because I'm not from this part of the world. So when I was a kid, I was born near London, so I talk a bit like that when I was a little kid. Yeah, and I had a Cockney accent. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a completely different way of talking, mate. Yeah.
That's more of some of those older movies with the English kids and their chimney
Yeah.
sweeps.
Yeah.
Dick Van Dyke.
100%.
But hey, I mean, that's what makes you different.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like
Or
here,
English.
everybody has different accents wherever you are, you know?
Yeah, of course you do. Yeah, love the
Yeah.
American accents. They're great.
Yeah, my favorite American accent is the southern dial accent.
How you doing? Oh, y'all.
No, not
Yeah.
that one. Not that one.
Yeehaw.
That's more of the hillbilly accent.
Oh well, I'm quite pleased you recognised it because
Well,
I thought
you know,
it was boring.
my grandparents were hillbilly, so yeah, I recognize it. I talk like that a lot when I don't mean to.
You know, whenever we were in Massachusetts a couple of years ago, we had a blast with that New York accent.
Oh yeah. Oh, good.
Talking to the people from Boston and all that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. By the time we left, we were talking that way. And somebody went up to Daddy Murr and he said, "Oh, you're a Boston boy, aren't you?" He's like, "Nope."
St. Louis. He goes, "Oh, you're from Boston. You know you're from Boston." It's in St. Louis. He goes, "Oh," and he waved at me and kind of kept walking. He didn't even want to see what I had for sale at that time because, you know, we used to travel the country selling goods at large fairs and festivals and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Fun. Lots of fun.
Was able to see a lot of the country that way, you know.
Yeah, I'd love to, well, I've been to America twice. I've been to upstate New York once. I stayed in a little village actually called Narrowsburg, and saw New York City. So I've been up the Empire State Building, and I went to Florida because I've got a good friend who lives out in Florida, and I was going through a rough patch in my life, and he bought me a ticket to come out and see him, and it's a long story. I won't
That's a
even
good
go
friend.
there. But so it was, you know, I've been on the East Coast up and down a few times, but yeah, I'd love to come back. Well, I tell you what, we would love to do is tour. If there's anybody listening who likes our music and wants to sign up and give us a tour of America,
Let us know.
we will
Yeah.
do a show like you've never seen in your life.
Well, I told you, we know, you know, I know a few people out in the Hollywood area, so you just keep mentioning that. So
I will do. I remember trying to speak to Arnie last time, didn't I?
did he answer
Arnold.
back?
No, I don't think he's listening, Danny.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
Well, you let me know if he answers back. Tell him, hey, he needs to give me
Hey,
a
if you're
call.
listening, Arnie, I'll be back.
Did you just do the "I'll be back"?
That's funny.
Yours is better than mine.
My Batman's pretty good. I don't
So
know.
who's listening in Hollywood then, do you think?
I have some friends out there that are promoters and directors.
Well, if they're
and stuff
Like
that.
Hello.
Stefan.
If they're listening,
Stefan?
hello, Hollywood.
Yeah, say
Yeah.
hello to Stefan Daniel Bell.
Yeah,
he was
he's-
in the chat room. He's busy. He's going back and forth between the chat room and doing whatever he's got to do. But he's one of those producers that I'm telling you about. Producers, director.
Stefan Daniel Bell, did you say?
Stefan Daniel Bell. Yep.
Hi, Stefan Daniel Bell.
Yep.
Hope you're listening, mate.
He does a lot of different things, and he does a lot of great stuff with independent artists, and he works with, I don't know if you've heard of,
But Daddy, does he do indifferent things? This is the question.
oh, yeah, he does indifferent things.
I love that.
Matter of fact, one of Stefan's songs are on the station, too.
Oh, well, you know, I've got it now. Stefan Daniel Bell. I'm going to Google him and find out who the hell this fucker is.
Hey now, family show.
All right, sorry. You excuse me.
Wait, you're excused. You're excused.
Oh,
Can you not bleep that bit?
hey,
Right.
say hi to him in the chat room. He's back.
Is
Stefan,
he? Right,
L.A.
fair
Oh, yeah,
enough.
he's in the
of
chat
course
room,
he-
yeah. Hi, Stefan.
So how are you handling this, Pippa? Are you enjoying yourself?
Oh yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving making music with Joe.
Yeah.
It's something I have to like work with because at the minute I've just started university on my first year of uni, in Leeds.
She's just a baby.
I'm just a baby. So
Yeah.
when I come home from uni, like I'm home for Christmas at the minute, obviously. I come home and then we do some more recording and all that kind of stuff. But majority of the time I'm living in Leeds, which is about a 2-hour drive away from where I live at home. So
how
me and Joe
far
have to keep in touch.
how far away are you from each other? I mean, is it
Well,
When I'm at home, we're
5
about
minutes.
10-minute drive, 5-minute drive.
Oh, okay.
We live quite close to each other. But when I'm at university, I'm like 2 hours away. So we have to keep in touch other ways and stuff like that.
Well,
But
Skype
yeah, I
and Zoom
have
are
to
great for that.
manage between
Well,
uni work and
she's
recording.
literally 5 or 10 minutes away from me right now because she's home for the festive season. And when do you go back? About the 12th?
I'm going back on the 16th, back to uni.
Cool.
So yeah.
So we're trying to fit in as much as we can while she's here.
Oh, sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure you guys aren't resting very much, are you?
No, but
and I have exams to revise for and everything as well, so there's no rest.
You're young. You can handle it.
Yeah, when you get to the point where you don't have any rest at my age, it gets a little tough.
Yeah.
Joe's probably creeping up there, so I'm just kidding.
What do you mean?
I don't know, what year was you born, Joe?
1872, believe it or not.
1872. That was a good year.
Yeah, very good year. I was going to say.
I tell you what, there was no smartphones back then.
Oh, sure. I was going to say, is that the year Columbus sailed the ocean blue? But that was 14.
Yeah,
No, that was hundreds of years before. Are you trying to make me older?
She's about 400 years off right there, isn't she?
Well, let's see. You wanna play another song? Your third song?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think there's only one left, isn't there?
Yeah.
Have you not got Jane Bond? Because that's a cool song as well.
We've got Love and Peace on the Big Blue Planet.
Well, I think that you've just introduced it then for me.
Well, say it again and we'll play it.
Go on, Pippa. I talk too much, apparently. According to the chat room, I talk far too much.
No way.
Not too much.
We love it.
Okay, this is Love and Peace on the Big Blue Planet by Indifferent Monkey.
Welcome back to the Daddy Murr and Nina Show right here on STL Hits Radio.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I just laughing at the chat.
Oh my gosh, I'm dying.
Fast fingers.
The chat room's blasting right now.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's great.
You know, both of those that one and the Naked White Noise, I said earlier, the Naked White Noise I seen on a movie, like a dance movie. And with this one, it could be the same thing. And I'm actually seeing a new Pulp Fiction movie with John Travolta. What do you think about that?
Oh, definitely. That would be cool.
You get to dance with Johnny?
I can see the vibe.
Yeah, I can see it in my head, too.
Yeah, I can too, once you put it that way.
Yeah, the whole Pulp Fiction type. Yeah, absolutely.
I tell you what's really weird. It's like, I'm not knocking what you guys are doing, but we've had a few things now in the States where people are coming back big time, like loving what we're doing more than in the UK in a weird way. And I just think, hey, if you can't make it in America, you can't make it anywhere.
Right.
Maybe we are onto something.
You got to spread it around, man.
Yeah, you guys are doing something right. And just keep it up.
I think we've got like that. You can feel the show. If you came to an Indifferent Monkey gig, it will be amazing.
Well, when you guys come over here, you're going to have to let us know where you're at, and we're going to come to the concert.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you'll have to ask for a backstage pass, though, Daddy. And when I'm that big, I'll just go like, who?
Yeah. I'll be the creepy old guy standing in the corner going, I know them.
He's Daddy Murs. He helped you get on your way in America. And I was going, yeah, I can't remember.
Get him a bottle of Jack and send him on his way.
If in another universe, if that happens, you'll be able to have the food in our dressing room, mate.
Ooh.
I tell you what, I want to come out and introduce you.
Yeah, you'll do that. That's the deal, right? Okay, right here and now. Promise you, if we ever like play in America, which would be amazing, and then we come out on our first show, Daddy Murs is coming out first and introducing us. All right, it's a deal.
Daddy Mur and Nina.
Yeah,
coming
and
out,
Nina,
yeah.
both of you are coming out.
Dude, we're gonna hold you to it.
We're gonna have smoke and fireworks and me and her walking out through the smoke with our walkers, and it's gonna be fantastic.
So you
Yeah,
can't
it'd
take
be
away
amazing.
from us.
Wouldn't it be great
Can't
if we
steal
all
our
met?
thunder.
How cool would it be if we all met?
Oh
It'd be
man,
fantastic.
that would be so much fun. I mean, even thinking about it is just gives me a little woohoo.
It'd be well cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say, it's been such a pleasure to have you guys here. This has been so much fun, and I'm so glad to have met you.
And we're so glad to have met you. It's so fun.
And make sure that
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
knows that we are going to do a replay of this show Saturday at 6 p.m.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Oh, fantastic.
Saturday
So we've
at
actually
6.
recorded it this time, have we, guys?
Yeah. No software glitches today.
Isn't it? We spoke a week ago and we didn't record it.
Well, we
And now we're
did,
recording.
but it was glitchy. So,
I see.
yeah. So we
I
invited
can't
you
wait
back
to-
for a
I'll
smoother
share the
transition.
recording, and you know what? When Human Diamond comes out in a few weeks, I'll let you know, and maybe we can come back on. I don't know.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Absolutely.
push it, but we love speaking with you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
even, I mean, when we have other guests on, if you want to join the chat room and say hi to everybody, just feel free to do all that if you like.
Absolutely.
We keep the vibe going.
And
You
did
know?
you,
Yeah,
did
yeah,
you see
absolutely. It's great fun.
that? Rebel said no walkers. We're
No
not
wa-
allowed to have walkers.
Rebel said we might not have a choice. I mean, we're pretty
Thank you,
old.
Manta Ray. Mantra Ray.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Sheree's got quite a bit of attention tonight. Well done, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I just met him. What was it? Yesterday morning, when you guys, you and him was talking back and forth, and you couldn't see the
It
talking
could
about
be
technical.
anybody. I don't even know who the guy is. I only met him a few days ago.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, no, I'm only joking. I did meet him a few days ago, but I clicked onto one of his tracks on the video on YouTube, and I was like, "Get down, man! I need this is dirty rock and roll. I need a shower."
Right. I'm gonna have to check him out on the YouTube then.
Absolutely do. And tell you what, I'm going to repeat it one more last time. Check out Mantra Ray, check out the Space Shark, especially, and check out Dark Side of Light. They're really cool as well. Three new acts that you might never have heard of, and also massive in the UK. Again, it's Massive Attack. Got to check that out. I can't believe you've not heard of them.
Say that again. Massive Attack.
And Tricky. I mean, these are guys that are massive in this country, but they are so good, and it's trip hop on steroids. It's really good.
Yeah, we're gonna check them out. But right now, we are at the end of the show. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Thank you guys for coming back onto the Daddy Mur and Nina show. Everybody,
Thank you so much
Indifferent
for having
Monkeys.
us.
Oh, our
It's
pleasure.
been wonderful.
And like we're gonna be chatting back and forth forever. It sounds like.
And can you believe the Atlantic Ocean is between us, and we're just chatting?
I
What is
know.
that?
Well, that ocean's not that big, evidently
Kind of
anymore.
blows your mind.
Right. So,
We've made a small world.
yeah, absolutely. And to everybody in the chat room, thank you for coming out and have a great night.
Thank you,
Thank you,
guys.
guys.
Kids
Love you.
presents
Bye.
Yes,
More to
Bye-bye.
Us than
you.
you were
Bye.
expecting.